guys, we're back with... So, I'll tell you when I take the leash off one like this. No time soon. In fact, I was going to do the drawing on the paper thing, but I'll do it tomorrow. You know, what you're really thinking of with a dog like this, and it will be good to draw on the paper. But with this dog, in this, you're always going away. Away from the dog. Layla! Good girl! Good girl! Layla! Good girl! Layla! Good girl! Yay! Good girl! Good girl! We got rid of Molly today, but you know, part of this dog's problem, and I can tell you the commonality of dogs: Zip, Vara, this dog. And I'm going to tell you why this dog is worse, you guys, because this dog is 2 years old. Zip and Vara were 1 year old. So I want you to understand that's what the difference is. You cannot have these dogs. They have a tendency to, the ones I've been seeing lately anyway, be very easily threatened in social situations and not... Alex is good, though. Alex has got big size, but she's cowardly. Mm-hmm. She's cowardly. So, but see, that kind of emboldens this one, and that's not what I want. I don't want it emboldened. All right, come on, let's go down by the pond. So I will tell you guys, I might have to get a belt on Summer. Summer's my wardrobe girl now. She helps me find out. She finds clothes in my drawers I didn't even know I had. Anyway, but that's what I want you to think of with a dog like this, you guys. And I mean, with you, I have a little room to do it. But what I'm always doing is I'm moving outside the circle, moving outside. Instead of drawing the dog back to me, I'm moving outside of it. I'm going to tell you the problem that you run into with a dog like this, that's stranger aggressive. Strangers can't handle it. You can assume the role of the handler because it's not a handler-aggressive dog. Once you assume the role of the handler, though, you're subjected to everything, Kathy, that you guys did wrong. And nothing you say can tell me this dog didn't jump at you and stuff because it's already starting to do it to us. As much as possible, we have no reaction. All right, come on. In this episode, my character walks out here. Summer's like, these plot lines are so simple.
They're great.
Okay, now I watch Days of Our Lives every day on the elliptical, so now we're following that plot line.
That's a good one.
So what we're doing is creating this, because I will tell you a dog like this is codependent on the handler. Frees their soul, it really does. But don't, you know, what happened right there? I could have stood there calling. My behavior dictated what happened there. Come on. She is naive to this dog. And this kind of thing, I'll tell you what's going to be an interesting video. And that's going to have to be her graduation girl. She's going to have to be in the whole pack. Layla! Good girl! Good girl! Layla! Good girl! Good. You know, and again, I did my job. If you guys remember the video from whenever it was, 2 days ago when I had my pajamas on or whatever, that was Wednesday, Summer, because we got the Ladies' Day oil change, remember? Oh, no.
Today's Friday.
She is losing her mind.
Today's Friday.
You know, my job at that point, and I will do it tomorrow with no other dog around, but my job at that point, Layla, good girl, good. And I'm going to tell you what I don't follow that with, and if anything, I was very, because I'm going to tell you right now, if you want this dog to get hinky, start grabbing for its head. Summer's like, no hinky. Gonna get a bumper sticker. Because that was that other little dog we had. All right, come on. So what I'm doing really is reverting back to the every time I'm turning, I'm adding that picture. You know, my other job at this point. It'll probably end up being I'll need the falconry gloves, but I'm going to tell you what I discourage in dogs. Not that. I'll tell you what I discourage in dogs. That says to me, oh, my little plan of building the food drive is working. Anyway, I hope you guys like my movie, The Stick. I love the movie because in the final scene where Solo gets the stick, and if you guys ever come here or ever know Solo, you'll know why it's the only outcome the movie has.
Yeah.
As she's running by the camera, she looks at me. I mean, I told someone, I said, you couldn't hire dog actors to, reenact these things. She looks dead at me as to say, did you get that? I'll tell you who's a good trainer. What you wouldn't want would be two hinky dogs together. Because, all right, get ready to go back this way. Layla! Oops. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. And I'm going to tell you what the deal is, you guys. And no, I'm not going to reach my hand up because I'm not going to get a hinky situation with both these dogs. And look, dear, something's been smashing this down. But, that was what my job was. And that's how I always say we have to end it because, again, you guys are not at home or not looking, to win the... I gotta ask Kurt and Helen, or we can look it up what it's called. It's the best looking working dog in Germany. It's like the Holy Grail. But, you guys are not looking to win that. So, what that said right there to the dog was eating the food was the end of the exercise. The outcome of me saying her name and doing the pager is going to continue to be the dog come to me and get the food. All right, let's go. Layla. Good girl. Good girl. Good. I want to make every indication. Good. 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 People do things to make dogs hinky around food. See what she did, though? If you put that in slow-mo, don't even think about it. I'll tell you what that was. I think I know who you are, and I think I can go a little hinky on you. And what happens when that happens is I go a little hinky on you. Come on, let's go. The plot thickens.
Perfect.
Well, and I mean, ideally, yes. If it started going hinky, I'm going to tell you how you would resolve that, and we would pop, pop, pop. I'll tell you what your choices would be, that or nothing good. All right, I'm definitely going to have to put a belt on Summer because this thing is laying down. All right, but it really rained last night. You guys look at her. She ran for her life. She'll learn to swim, though. It'll be, they need to have all this. Honestly, I should just have a game warden that comes and takes them down here every day. Do you really think they'd miss me? No, I don't think they would. The game warden could take them down. She's having the time of her life. And that's what you want, you guys. What I wouldn't do right now is anything to inhibit the dog's behavior. And I'm going to tell you why. Because its general behavior, nothing to do with the collar, is inhibited. So, if anything, my job is to make it uninhibited. Just like the other day, my job was to get it to eat food. Now my job, look at her go. Get a little zoom in on her. Now my job is to make the dog become uninhibited, and I'll tell you, I'm doing my job.
She's going.
Look at her go.
Mm-hmm.
She's letting go of all her
Version.
dominant behaviors. She'll now accept me as the alpha. Summer's like, what? There's no alpha. All right, look, now these jeans got all wet. So yesterday, let me tell you guys what happened.
She's out there.
Zip's owner came to pick him up right in the middle of the rainstorm. So Summer was already had to take the garbage out in the pouring.
Oh, that was fun.
Then Kelly had to bring Zip out in the pouring rain. And I'll tell you who likes the pouring rain.
I know.
Look at her go. I mean, they have to love life. It can't be, just these people sitting there, never letting them off a leash. I'll tell you what dogs want. Not that. I'll tell you what they want, this.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't make a Hollywood set better than Little Pond. Small pond set in a semi-wooded field. Hello? I mean, it wouldn't even be as cute if we didn't have all this stuff right here. If Mark came here, because Mark can train field trial dogs, he could make one, he could use whistle signals to make it go sit in those vines. Now that would be a cute picture.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, that would be a cute picture too.
We can get all kinds of stuff for this
So
pond.
anyway, girl, I want you to know, Kathy, I am all over the pager. I am not sitting out here saying, oh, I wonder if I can get her to do it without it. That's my last plan. All right, now she's thinking, maybe I can go hinky on my friend. You see how close it's watching me? And what you need to do with, a dog like this, you guys, is you need to be, the way this is going to get fixed is I'm going to get the dog collar condition so it understands what that is. And it's a 2-year-old, they do have an understanding of things in life. So eventually we'll resolve that by inundating it with using the nick on the recall and really indirect pressure and the down. And then, by doing that, a lot of the behavior is going to diminish. To try to use the collar to extinguish it. It doesn't work. All right, guys, we got to go into town. Go into Walmart. We should bring the camera in Walmart. We should show them what we shop for.
Okay.
I guess.